It's an amazing opportunity to be a part of something this big. It's challenging, it's exciting, it's a wonderful opportunity to be involved and to develop a building that's so fascinating. So yeah, it's a really exciting time. The art gallery is the people's gallery. What's in an art gallery actually belongs to the people of York, and I think with this new big redevelopment, one of the key messages to get out there is that this is your art gallery. As you can see, we're in the midst of it at the moment, and we've just finished the first phase of works, which was to completely strip the building of all the fabrication that was in here back to its original state as it was in 1879.
When the gallery was first opened in 1879, this is what visitors would have seen. So they would have stood in this spectacular space. And it was actually opened not initially as the art gallery, but as a home for the second Fine Art and Industrial exhibition. And it was due to the success of the first Fine Art and Industrial exhibition that this building was actually erected. The first Fine Art and Industrial exhibition was held in Bootham Park, and it was modelled on the 1851 Great Exhibition at Crystal Palace. So this idea of bringing arts and industry together to show, I suppose, the great craftsmanship of the nation, but also to try and improve and moralise people. So there was that kind of aspect to it as well. And they made so much money with that first exhibition that they were able to put the proceeds towards acquiring this site, which is now Exhibition Square, and building the gallery building. So the architect for the project was Edward Taylor. He was appointed to design the building. So originally he designed this Elizabethan exterior, I suppose trying to stay in keeping with the kind of area that it was within. But for some reason that didn't get approved, so he had to go back to the drawing board and think again about what the facade would look like. So he eventually came up with this Italianate design, neoclassical, with columns and lots of kind of elaborate decoration on the front facade. Originally, this was a huge, huge building. Beyond the exhibition hall behind me was another temporary structure, but sadly in the 40s and the Second World War was hit during the Baedeker raids, and as a result it had to be demolished. And actually in this hall behind us you can actually see that part of the wall has suffered some damage. In the 1950s, when they were kind of trying to rebuild, they added on a brick building onto the back of the gallery. The roof went into this hall to split it in two. That top section with the beautiful wooden trusses was hidden from view. Firstly, because they wanted to modernise the look of the building, but also the second reason, and from a curatorial point of view, is kind of more understandable, is that they wanted to try and control the conditions within this lower space in the gallery, which is where they used for exhibitions and displays of fine art from our permanent collection. And you can imagine that if it was this huge hall, that it would have been very difficult to control the environmental levels, so the temperature and the humidity that are so key, you know, in terms of trying to stabilise the environment for showing works of art. We had an anonymous donation from a local gentleman of just over £2 million, and that meant that this development project was finally able to happen. So over the last kind of 9 months we've been in the first phase of the development project, which is called the enabling phase. So this is a period when the building is stripped back to its bare bones. You know, the Victorians certainly made buildings to last. It's incredible that it is in such good condition up there. It is just such a fantastic space. And the great thing is that when we reopen, visitors will have that same experience, because they'll be able to come in through the Exhibition Square entrance and they'll be able to look right up into this roof, but also on the ground floor into the temporary exhibition gallery. So when we reopen in 2015, overall we're having 60% more space. And these temporary exhibition spaces are very high specification spaces, so they're high security, they're very stable in terms of the environmental conditions in there. So it means that we're going to be able to show really great exhibitions. We're now going to have 4 spaces on the first floor, and they'll all be interconnected, so you'll be able to walk through them all, and they're going to become our new Centre for Ceramic Arts. And the other 2 spaces are going to be devoted to our fine art collections.
There will be 2 new reception areas to the gallery, 2 new entrances. So currently, we have the Exhibition Square entrance, but I think one of the key areas that's very exciting is the garden entrance to the art gallery. So it'll just be really interesting to see how it works within the first year and how people use that garden entrance. So I'm quite excited about that.
This kind of project is a kind of once-in-a-lifetime development to be involved in, really. It's something that I don't think is, I can't imagine it will ever happen to me again.
Hopes for the future: to have an art gallery that is exciting, invigorated, enjoyed by all. It becomes a destination, but also that it really plays a part in the community and people feel like it's their art gallery and the paintings within it are their paintings to be enjoyed. So yeah, that's our aspiration.